Now this is the back of the minivan. We're headed out 35 to 40 days at this point, Toronto to Texas, and we've purchased these. I bought these at Canadian Tire. They retail about $20 to $25. They're definitely worth it. I don't really want to lug a whole bunch of luggage back and forth, and so I went with this system. You can see what I love about these is they're actually a very strong Velcro. I can't even lift it to show you, but they're clearly not moving anywhere, which is important for our travels. And you can check out here, these are the bags I pre-made. Each outfit for the kids has a pair of shorts, a shirt, socks, and underwear for that day of the week. And I've also matched up their sun shirts with their swimsuits. And so they're all grab and go. We're gonna grab an outfit a day, a bag of pajamas. They have the sleep diapers in them for my youngest, and that'll be it. One of the things I really want to show you guys with packing scooters and choosing scooters, we have a few different choices here. You can see the kids are riding Radio Flyer scooters. They love these. I love them. Will's sort of outgrowing his, and so next year we're going to have to move on to a sort of two-wheel Razor scooter like you see here. But the Radio Flyers are great. You can go a little bit longer distances, I find, on these, and the kids have much less trouble balancing. Razor scooters are also started selling these. You can get a few of them. I got these at Mastermind in Canada. I'm sure anywhere you look in the States you'll be able to find them. Lesson learned though, I left these Radio Flyer scooters outside this winter, which wasn't the smartest idea, and it's really going to impact our road trip in a way because, see, I'll flip this over. These are actually supposed to detach, and the handle is supposed to come off. It won't do it anymore. You can see it's rusted right through. That's my fault. The steering column still works. We'll get through the summer, no problem with them. I'm going to show you the difference here. You can see size-wise to start, my Razor scooter is quite a bit bigger. The difference is, and I'm going to try and do this while holding my cell phone, this does fold down quite substantially. Sorry, that was not a great shot for you guys, but you just hit this. I'm actually trying to do this one-handed, so it's not that easy, but this is here. It really does fold down quite quickly. It locks, which is amazing. You can see it's stuck here. And one thing I really like is these handles actually detach quite easily too. It's a one-button system. You can do it with one hand and hold the phone. This is important if you need to be able to lay it flat. And so in here, actually, it's quite a bit smaller in the end than the Razor scooters will be. I'll show you here. The Razor scooters, very annoyingly, will be standing up or somehow tipped over. So next year we will definitely change them. But it's something to look for if you're looking for a quick way to get your kids around town. A folding scooter would have made a lot more sense at this point. These, if they were to work, the handle just comes off, and then I'd have to still deal with the handle and all that jazz. It doesn't attach or fold down or anything. So something to think about. You can see in the end here, if I mess around with the configuration a little bit, the Razor scooter takes a lot less room. It's nicely folded flat against here. The handles are down. Really easy. The kids' scooters are slightly killing me. It will be fine. We have a lot of room. This trip we're not bringing that much, but something to think about if your kids are young and you're just looking into scooters. Razor does have a folding scooter with two wheels. I think the two-wheel scooters you sort of outgrow anyways, around 5 or 6. 6 for sure. My son's getting a little heavy for these, so check it out, see what you think about them, and let me know what you think about both these scooters. I've already done a post on electronics. You can see here is our electronic and workbook box that I bring along. We've got some crayons, coloring, a few workbooks for the kids, and then iPads and their Nintendo DS's. We don't really go anywhere without a Nintendo DS. The kids now have 2, which will make this trip a little easier. In my opinion, I find it a lot more fun for kids to be able to play a few games. We got some brain training games on there and some fun games like Maria that they have to think a little more about. We also have a television in our car. We rely on the television a lot less. You can see it's up here. I can pop it down. It's actually really easy for the kids to watch it. On road trips, I think it's a little easier for them to do something that doesn't zone them out quite as much. I find it's a difference at the end of the day for my kids, but of course it's always up to how your kids work. If you are using televisions, a lot of people have them on the back of the seats. I would recommend, if you do it a lot, you might want these, but in the end we really don't use ours that much. Back to these baskets. This one actually has very little in it and was just in my house, but I want to show you the difference in these. Cute basket, pretty much could be used for anything. You can see though in a car, These slide around quite a bit when you're driving your car particularly. They will not stay in place. So what I like about these Rubbermaid baskets, which aren't cheap to be honest, I think this was probably $25 if not a little bit more. You look underneath them, they have these rubber stoppers. I've used them in the car before. They really do stop it from moving around, especially when you're alone in the car. This is important, but as anyone who's driven a long way, you know, you don't really want anything banging or sliding. It's not fun, it's quite annoying. So I'll show you what happens when I pop them into the car. So here's how the bin fits in the car. It's quite a bit of space still for my kids. They're quite small. That seat could actually push back a little more if I wanted it to. I just haven't bothered. I like to be able to reach Charlie as she's smaller. If you look at this bin though, it's really not gonna move anywhere. This is me pulling it, you know, it's hardly moving. They're a lot better safety-wise, and they're a lot easier for your kids. If things aren't moving around at their feet, they're a little more comfortable. It's going to make the ride better for everybody. Some good news on the scooters. I figured out with a screwdriver, a lot of will, and determination I could actually get the handles off. They do go back on. I think it was just a little stuck more than it was broken. So this is what it looks like for our 40-day road trip, 35 to 40 days. We've got an outfit for everybody. 7 days a week that will hopefully get some laundry done. You can see there's a ton of space left. There's nothing blocking any of the windows. So it's a safer way to travel. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and we'll let you know how the system works out.